Yo, what's up guys? In this video I'm going to show you guys how to make a gaming YouTube banner for free using Pixlr, so let's get into it. Alright, once you're here on Pixlr.com, what you're going to want to do is click create new right here and set it to your regular YouTube size, which is just 2560 by 1440, just like that. And then start with going up here, layer, add images layer, and put your template in so you know kind of what to work off of, and lock this. And I will be putting every image that I use in this video in the description so you guys can use them as well. So go down here, click this shape tool, go over to the rectangle, put it on black, and then just cut off the edges so you know how far to go when you're making the banner. So just move that down a bit, and then you can merge them down to their one layer, and then right click it, lock it just like that. And then what you're gonna want to do next is go back up here, change it to white, and make a new layer, put it underneath, and then just fill that like so. Go back up here to layer, add image, and then you could put in your image that you're using. I'm going to be using this one right here. Also, you could just lock the layers so that they don't get in your way when you're trying to edit them. So just resize it like that, maybe turn it a little bit, just like so. And then you go back up to layer, add an image again, pick your background. I'm going to be using this one right here. So just expand it to fit the edges. I'll probably do like that. I think that looks good. And then you can lock that as well so it doesn't slide around. And then put your image back over that. And then go up to your image and go over to filter, details, and then Gaussian blur, put it up to 100, and then go again to details and put it up to 100 once more to just make it look a bit more blurred. Alright, next what you're going to want to do is go back to your background layer, go up here to filter, dehaze, put that all the way up to max, and then go to your image of choice, and then go over here to adjustment, temperature, and tint. Put the tint all the way down to kind of match the color of the background a little bit more. I'll do like -21, just like that. And then next we could start with the text. So go over here to the little text tool, add it, and then just type your name, oops, just like that, and then move it above the background, but I think it looks cool if it's like below the gun, kind of gives it like a little effect. So I'm just gonna put that right there. And then what you're gonna want to do is go back up to fill, change the color. I'll just do pink for now, go over to styles, and then drop shadow on it, and then go over here to kind of do the little 3D effect that I showed in the beginning. Right click it, duplicate, and then go to the one underneath and then change the color to be a bit darker, so maybe like right there. And then go back here, lock it so you don't accidentally click the wrong layer, and then just hold shift while you drag it down so that it could stay like in a straight line and not go all over the place. So that looks good right there. And then lock the other one as well. And then once you're on the layer underneath, go right here and add an empty layer so that it's in between the two, and then use the color picker tool right here and grab the color in the back, and then oops, and then go over here to this tool the lasso or the free tool, and then click the polygon just like that, and then zoom in, and then just fill like that so that only this area is selected, and then grab your paint bucket and just fill it in like that so that it makes it look full. So I'm gonna do it one more time to show you guys, and then I'm going to just speed up the process. So go back over, polygon tool, kind of just connect it up like that, go to the paint bucket, click right there, and then also if you want to deselect it, go up here to select, deselect, and then you can kind of see how it looks more 3D now. So I'm gonna speed this process up really quick. Alright, next what you're going to want to do is go over to your text layer, right click it, and then merge down so that all of it is one layer. And if you do multiple layers, you can just keep merging them down until they're all one, just like this. And then go over to layer, rasterize it, and go over to filter, glitches, RGB split, and it should do that, which looks a bit weird. But all you need to do is lower it down to about a 2, so then it gives it this pretty cool looking effect, just like that. And then go over to your text once again, and then I'm just gonna write subtext, but you guys can go ahead and write whatever you want, and drag that above just like the other thing, and make it a bit smaller, maybe like 30, yeah. And then yeah, I'm gonna put that just right there above the gun, and then you could drop shadow on that as well. And then next what you're gonna want to do is add in the social medias. So I'm just gonna do Twitch, and then drag that above just like that, resize it, make it like maybe bit smaller like that, and then add in your other social media. I'm just using these two as an example, but you guys could use whichever one you want, and make sure they're about the same. Oops, that is way too small. Alright, and then just make sure they're about the same size. Just zoom in, kind of see. Yeah, that looks good. And then what you're gonna want to do is right click the one on the top, merge down so that they're now one. You can see you can move them at the same time, and then go over to layer, rasterize it, and then go over to this tool right here, and then right click and click select pixels. Go over to the gradient tool, and then pick the colors to kind of match the theme that you're going for. So I'm gonna do pink and purple, just like that, and then just drag it along so it kind of gives it that cool little fade effect. And then go up to select, deselect, just like that. So now it looks a bit nicer. And then what you're gonna want to do is kind of start adding the detail around the entire thing. So just lock these layers so that they don't get in your way. So just right click, click lock, just like that, and then go up to the top, add a new layer, but make sure it's still under the 2 black bars you did in the beginning. Go over to the pen tool or the brush, and then put the softness all the way up, and the size you're gonna make it pretty big, so like 600, just like that. And then you can go to the color picker, grab any color really that you want, but I'll just do pink, and then just start kind of clicking around a bit, just wherever you feel like it could use the color. So I think it looks kind of dark up there, so just add some color just like that. And I think that should probably be enough for there. And then go over here, the layer, right click it, lower the transparency to about 29, just like that, and then lock it. And then you're gonna be doing this for a few colors. So now just pick another color from the background. So I'll just be doing red now, and then just click around like that, maybe one up there, and then lower this down to about 29 as well. Lock that one. And then what you're gonna want to do next is pick a black or any dark color that you want, but it's just gonna be for the edges. And then yeah, do that around the edge, and then you can do it around the top and bottom as well if you want, just like this. I think it makes it look pretty nice. And then lock that. Then you could do it again with another color. You don't have to do it as much as I'm doing it, but I'm just gonna do one more, just like that. Lower that down to 29, just like that. Alright, next what we could do is go over here to add another layer once again, and then go over here to the colors, put it on white, and then do a little bit of light, just like that. Actually, this one's a bit too far down, so just like that. So it kind of looks like there's some light coming down on everything. And then do another layer, color picker. I'm gonna do like this dark blue right here, and then put it on the gun, just like that, and maybe a bit on the arm. Right click, lower it down, maybe not as much as the others because you kind of want it to like be a bit brighter. And then what you could do is add another layer for a little glow at the bottom. I'm gonna do like a pinkish purple, just like that. I'm gonna make my brush a bit bigger right there, just like that. And then you don't have to lower this one as much either. I think about 71 looks good, just like that. Alright, next what we can do, this is optional, but it kind of gives a little bit more of a darker look. So go over to your original background that you chose, right click it, and then lower it down to about 70, yeah, like 71-ish. And then go to your white block that you selected, and then change it over to black, just like that. So now it looks a lot darker, and it kind of just looks nicer, I think. Alright, next go back up here to the top, and then make a new layer. Pick a new color. You don't have to do this, I'm just doing this to add a bit more detail. So I'm gonna do some blue up there and some blue right there, and then right click it, drag it down to about 29, just like all the other ones. And then this is optional as well, but it's just to make the gun look a bit darker. So go up to filter and then dehaze, and then you can see it makes it a bit darker. So I'm gonna be doing that. I think it makes it look nicer. And then go up to layer, add images layer. This is gonna be the final step. And then resize this, make it a bit smaller, and then you can lock all these layers as well, just so that they don't get in your way. So just lock all of it, and then there. Now we just have this one. I'm gonna make it a bit smaller like that, and turn it because the gun is slightly turned. And there you go. And then you could just lower the opacity on it so it's not too bright, just like that. And there you go, it is done. I think it looks pretty good like this. You guys could make some minor tweaks on it. Alright, thank you guys for watching the video. I'll be making more tutorials just like this one, so make sure to like and subscribe if you want. And also I stream over on Twitch quite often, so you could follow that as well if you want. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.